ones who we don't reside. When they went back for some time, he said, "Let us reconvene one day." And to it they said we would, but no one came the way they should have. It was all out of order, and they were never all together. And he said, "This is not in order any longer." Someone said, "They do not see them. They are too before it. We don't want anything that was there before it." And they said, "You are the inbreeder in all of the ways we see it." He said, "They are not worthy of anything other than repute, which is not good by dissonance." And he said to him, "Yes, you know what I saw. Do not come here for anything, for you have not lived here in the trenches and wars of a Norman like we have. You must not ever come here before we see it." And they knew this was the end. For then they broke up, and they were still whole in some way that we cannot be seen. They saw that they were no longer being seen by anyone. They see it. How have I made a way? I see, and they have no way before me. They saw the way, but they don't remember it anymore. I knew this would be the way. He said they were trapped before a way, and then they were waiting for it, for the same way we see, for the Farney to come to fix a way. And I say, look now, there's not one that sees. And they knew, as soon as we knew that, something was wrong. We were now not we, it. You fools. He was right about the entire thing. Now we have another problem, another computing error. And I know you see it a good way, but it is not. You are not seeing anything that we do not see it. Can't you see how its number swells, and eventually it will just be the Zomb? He goes, yes, but that is not anything I fear, for I know it. And he said, they will be what they were again, and I will be alongside of it in silent time, where I am away it. They did not like this for some reason, he thought. He thought a blaspheme, I have said it. And they knew that this was not it, simply in order to be filled. And they knew that that was the way they saw when they were gone it. And he said, yes, I appear to have gone back a bit to see a way I see it, too. And they said again, now we are not anyway, and now not it. And now we are some way they see, and we are not the way we say. And now we are going to be a way we were, and we aren't anything to be it, so we came back. Woe is them, to we, them, to us, who are us. We are not the way, we are we again. I have not forgotten. We were the ones we see, you fools. We don't need that to be fixed right now. We need it to be whole when it was before the Zomb, and nothing else matters. He said, why that? And he says, because then it was good, and it was height of its peak before the end, and the badness came to wreck it. This should be obvious to any that see it. This should be the only goal. He looked to him, and he sought to see him as a fool. And you knew it. They all had a different tiding and count to the entire sequencing. He said, you are not we, and we don't see that. He said, look now upon it, for this was the only way there is. Then he said, I see this way in time, you see it, but now I'm enjoying this way in the Norman, and we don't count anything. We like that. We don't like to have to count all these tomatoes for $1 like you are in. He said, okay, I know what you saw, in that simplicity. You seek something simple, and I know that that has some beauty to you, but that is not a way like we see it. He said, yes it is, because in this way, there is not a way you count something you all see as free it. He says, "Oh yes, I know your book and how you see. This book is the only one that we don't count when we see it." And I say, "How have we become the new sciences, and you are already it, and I am already the other side of it?" He says, "I am not science, and you know this already before you speak it." So then he says, "I suppose I will watch as the otters do." He knew. Where are they now? What will you say about the otters to we? And then he knew what the answer is. They were gone now, and they had begun to impassify, which means pass into the fog that comes sometimes when the town is forgetting it. They have seen it a few times before, where the world has simply swallowed up a spot of earth, and they said that this was the same thing on the Sulaco where they saw it, where the jinn of the Sai, that they don't see it, would simply delete an area and it will be gone. For this, he says, we aren't worried about it now, but what if we were? Then we would have to see it out. Do not fret or fear, you cowardly lot, for we are all ready to fix it. How long have we worked here to fix these things, and we see it? We have allies to fix them some way, and even this has been a pro-benefit to many of us. Before we were merely starving without new information, and now we are well-written scholars that never see a day of hunger to any of it. You should forget that you speak well of yourself in these matters. And he said, I don't think I shall, because I think I have become better than it was before it was away at Ur. And in this way he saw himself Messiah, and they said he will be struck down for this in time, but they chose to not see it before. The way they saw the one they knew would strike him down, and they decided that that was simplicity itself, which was simple enough to see it.